How are you doing, folks? Collie from Dublin says no here. Just want to give you all a heads up for tomorrow for the fuel protest. We will be at Dublin Port from 9 AM, right? There's trucks coming from all over the country. It's going to be bedlam traffic wise. People are going to be going to work earlier so they don't get caught up in the traffic. So expect a long fucking journey to work tomorrow, anyone that's going to work. And if you can, my advice is, for any nationalists on the same side of the fence that can't get to the protest tomorrow, just to suit you and just to give you the tip off, if I was you, if you have an e-bike or if you have an option of a bike, cycling to work tomorrow, if it's within cycling distance, because you're going to be caught up in traffic. We're going to be there for days, we're going to be there for weeks on end. Dublin says no, just letting people know, we're not going to be leaving just if they lower the fuel prices. We won't be leaving. All the convoy of people is coming down, the tractors and the farmers on the same side of the fence of us. All the people that's down there are going to be down there. We will not be leaving. When they lower the fuel price back down to 170 maximum a cap, right? Not only just that, we want the borders closed, we want mass deportations to actually happen, we want an undertaking, we wanted a statement, a public statement in the news that we want to see the government saying they're going to give us an undertaking, they're going to start deporting people out of these hotels and all these B&Bs they're in all over the country. It has to stop. It's an absolute shit show in this country at the moment. You know, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, enough is enough as far as I'm concerned. Ireland for the Irish and all that. And here, wear all your badges proudly, being called racist and fascist for calling all the bullshit out with all these bastards attacking our women and children. The government have no problem importing rapists, paedophiles and fucking child kidnappers and war criminals into our country. And it's about time we put the foot down as a nation and stood together as one. And I think that day is coming tomorrow. This is going to be the biggest protest in history, folks. This is going to be the biggest protest in history I've ever witnessed. I'm around 18 years. The water charges of 2 high court cases named after me. The last battlefield site of Rising in 1916, number 14 to 18 in Moore Street. I forced my way in there and protected that site and stopped it being demolished. Then I evicted K-Tech Security when that ended from Mary's Mall, who do all the evictions. That was a great bleeding event, that was. Then Apollo House, I was in there, and the Keys and Tar Street there. What's his name? Mick Wallace's old building, an AMA building. We got in there and housed homeless people to stop them dying on the streets. Then I took over a block of apartments in Finglas, 60 apartments. And then beside me where I live, besides hundreds of other protests I've been involved in, hundreds of other protest groups that I've formed and been involved with and worked with and done protests outside these bastards' homes that's destroying our country. You know, I've done endless amount of things. There's an iPass centre very close to where I live here. Seamus Banty Planty McAnini owns it, and the level of activism I've done, I got into that iPass centre. I don't give a fuck who says what or what they say or where this video goes. I got into the iPass centre and I put Irish homeless people in there. I walked the streets of Dublin and I picked up Irish people off the streets and I got them into that place myself. And these are some of the things that I do, you know. I go above and beyond. So this is the story. Dublin says no, or no fucking pushover. We will be there till our demands are met. There'll be a number of demands given out tomorrow, but just some of them I've given you here in a short video. And speaking fast for a reason, because I'm going to upload this video to X and TikTok and Facebook, and if it goes a certain length, they won't let me upload. So basically, we are going to be there at Dublin Port from 9 AM in the morning with all the truckers and farmers and all the people that's affected, agricultural machine owners, whatever you are, hire companies, whatever you are. We're going to be there all as one tomorrow. And some of the key things we're going to be there till is lower the price of fuel, close the borders, actually start mass deportations, a public inquiry into the Children's Hospital. We want people with disability and all the rest, and you know, the most disadvantaged people, we want them their heating allowance extended for every month of the year due to the cost of living prices that it is at the moment. The price of fuel, the price of electricity, gas, it's through the roof. It's beyond the joke, you know what I mean? We have to put the foot down as a nation, you know. It's an absolute disgrace. There's so many bloody things I could say about, like the two-tiers justice system has to stop, where they have a man up in the airport, a migrant, runs up and stabs an Irishman 9 times in the fucking neck, and then the media, prostitutes I call them, turn around and say it was a cry for help. It's like, you know, I'm laughing cynically here, you know what I mean? It's gone beyond the joke. And then the other fucker that kidnapped the child up in Tyrrellstown there, he ran off a little 5-year-old poor little girl, terrified her, ran off down the road, and Judge Martin Nolan, the fucking paedophile protector, said this is for another day. He didn't understand English. And let him off out the door without even a suspended sentence. But if it was you or me, and people that recognise me out there, my name's been plastered all over fucking mainstream media, left, right and centre the last 18 years, and they tarnish me character, blacken me name, have fake accounts but doxing me online, Antifa doxing me online, all the lefty scumbags, all the fucking all the left-wing politicians. I don't give a fuck. You just keep on doxing me, keep saying what you want. It doesn't give a bollocks. All the media prostitutes say what you want. We are here for fucking a reason. We're here for one life in this earth, and we're only going to pass through once, and we want to make the best of it for ourselves and for our children. And the way this country's going at the moment, it's for anyone but the fucking Irish. All you see is ads all day long. I've nothing against black people, but it's all African people being promoted on every single website going all over the place. Again, I've nothing against black African people, but the worst of the worst are coming from the African continent. And this is what has us all up in arms as Irish people, and we have a right to defend our country. We have a right to protest for our existence. We have a right to be fucking not be left as a minority and treated as a minority. We have a right to be fucking not have a two-tier system where migrants that are kidnapping fucking children and stabbing our men and women and children and raping our women and children are given, you know, lenient sentences, like just it is in the UK. It's the same thing all over Europe. They're playing with our minds, and they've pushed us too fucking far, as far as I'm concerned. Now it's up to every one of you now that's complaining the last God knows how many years, that's sitting on bar stools saying to each other, nothing's ever going to change, Collie, nothing's ever going to change, you know, we won't get anywhere, you know. Now is your opportunity tomorrow to make your fucking voices heard. Get your asses down to Dublin Port and get your asses. There's people going to the Dáil, there's people going to block motorways all over the place. My advice for anyone out there blocking the motorways, right, you're achieving a point, right, but at the end of the day, you're going to just take this on board. You're going to be affecting people on the same side of the fence as us, just like the water protest we was involved in. I was blocking O'Connell Bridge, I didn't agree with it. Get into the Dáil, take the place over, you know, James Larkin lockout, government buildings, them type of James Larkin lockout, all that type of stuff is on the menu as far as I'm concerned. It should be for every one of us. What's going on in this country at the moment, these cunts, it's treason we're being ran by at the moment, and it's fucking tyranny, which is the same thing that where we are being ruled over, you know. We're being ruled with an iron fist, you know, this freedom of speech, they try to gag our freedom of speech, and, you know, back us into the corner, and fines for this, fines for that, water charges on the way in, which I fought heavily against. And wait till you see them bills when they come in the door, on top of all the other bullshit, you know. They're waiting for the right moment to drop that on his ear, you know, and trust me, that's coming as well. They said it themselves, they're going to bring the water charges. And we were told a lie by the likes of Brendan Ogle, all them dirty ratching out the union, all them fucking lefty scumbags. They're all lefty bastards now. I called them all out back in the day, the water charges, and I gave myself hundreds of enemies, but I'd rather stand with one solid person than 1,000 traitors. That's the way I am, and that's the way I always will be, and that's what the story is tomorrow. You'll be standing with a sincere, genuine person tomorrow that's put his heart and soul on the line for this country. I'm fucking up to me eyeballs of this day. 31 years on false charges. I'm in and out of the courts now, in. They ruin me life, they have. With endless false charges, lying in court all the time, sending me summons and saying if I stopped somewhere that was never stopped, right, without going into it. But these are some of the things that I put up, right, as an activist. In 2024, I got my left arm broken 3 times by Gardaí. 5th of February 2024, we're trying to march 300 people down the Enoch Burke at the first Mountjoy protest that would have been. They see in the video, if you look on my Colin McGettrick YouTube, Collie Mac the Irish page, you'll see the video. Or if you go on my TikTok, Collie McGettrick, or the Irish Patriot 3 or the Irish Patriot 8 on TikTok, you'll see me videos there of me getting arrested, and you see what they done. 8 of them got me to the ground and tried to suffocate me to death, right? Then the 12th of March, I'm over in Ballyogan, and I still have a fractured arm, and I was waiting on an appointment to go to, I was meant to go to the hospital, but I was busy with a young baby and stuff like that. 12th of March, I'm over in Ballyogan, and my arm is killing me, having a sling. The doctor says to me, you have a fracture in your arm, you need to go to an X-ray clinic. But so busy running chats and trying to keep the momentum going in the protest movement. 12th of March, Ballyogan, just filming other people getting stood all over. They stood all over me, battered me. I'm up on false charges and that in the 3rd of June this year. It doesn't stop for me, right? But this is all to scare me away and try and back me down. I've been in prison 10 times illegally detained. It doesn't bother me. Well, it does, don't get me wrong, it does bother me, but it doesn't scare me and it doesn't faze me to the point that I'm going to back down. Even poisoning in prison. 3rd of June last year, 2024, sorry, 2 years, just about 2 years, nearly 2 years ago, I'm in eviction in Summer Hill. I'm walking across the road, and I didn't realise till a year later footage was sent to me. The guard chopper was in silent mode. I was saying, how did they know I was on that road? I'm walking across a real road, a wide road in the Diamond, and a guard jeep come flying around, drove straight into my knees, and then reversed back, and then drove into my knees. This video's going around millions of views. You might have seen the video being of the jeep ramming me. You see me from the side, a different angle. I fell out on the takeaway, but you never see the video. Anyone that wants to see the footage of the jeep ramming me and the injuries that it caused, I broke 2 discs in my back and broke my arm again the 3rd time, and I was fucked in prison in Clover Hill for 2 months. On the basis the guard is telling lies. And then the 16th of December in court, 18 in 2024, again I was standing there talking to the judge. She says, were you outside the court on your phone? I said, I was, yeah. What were you I'm considering putting you in contempt of court. I said, why would you put me in contempt of court and outside the court? That's a contempt of court. And it was a trap. It was set up. I was in the court. My barrister solicitor wasn't there. And all of a sudden I'm grabbed in the side door and they tried to throw me down the lift shaft on the 6th floor. And then I mean 20 coppers. They brought me to another floor. It was 8 and choking me, punching me, kicking me. I'm an ex-bodybuilder and I do not go to the ground easy. If you look at the video of me 5th of February, see how many tries to get me to the ground. There's 8 or 9 trying to get me to the ground. And anyway, in courts 18 and 16 December 2024, I'm saying all this for a reason in case something happens to me, because they're actively destroying my life. Sent 6 or 7 fake welfare checks to me door after seeing me protest with my baby, a young baby, and I'm going through court proceedings at the moment. Tuster now come into the proceedings telling lies about me. They were at my door, and people that know me well seen what happened. They were at my door to see my baby, they seen him, then they rang the police, said they never seen him. So I have that lie. Then they come back the next day and said there was someone or concerned with my baby, saying he was filthy dirty when I just lifted him out of the shower. So these are all the things the state will swoop to, like they done to Maurice McCabe saying he's a paedophile. But luckily for him and for me, I was recording, and I have a high court case against Tusta and the police now as it is. But look at most people this would phase them and they just give up and all the rest, but when they're dealing with a different character of person, a different calibre of person, there's nothing in their entire arsenal that'll stop my fighting or spirit, man. I don't give a fuck what they told me. As long as I'm still breathing, I'll be fighting. And here, I'll see you all in the morning, right? Everyone that knows me, I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the morning, and any newbies just come along thinking to come to a protest, you're talking and standing with the right type of person when you come to the people that I know in this movement. I'll introduce you to all the best people in the movement. There's loads of good people that's out there, but we're all still networking with each other, and we're all actively trying to build a proper movement, you know. It was being fractured badly by people down in East Wall saying, if you're not from East Wall, don't come down here, and all this fucking bullshit. That's all in the past, leave where it is, right? And then people trying to control certain camps and all the rest. I started Crown Paints in Killock with a handful of people around there, Lisa, Sean, Damo, Anna Harvey, loads of people. There was about 30 of us down there, Leon Cabinet, you know what I mean? And look what that became. It went all around the world, you know, so I'm doing something right, you know what I mean? And then Blessing says, no, I started at camp, I was up in Bleeding, ABB building, St. John's, Sandyford says, no, fucking all over the place, Hatch Street, Lower, Marlborough Street, I've been on Finglas and Ballymun Pass, I've been all over the place. Look, I'm in this for the right reasons. I'm not in this as a narcissist, I'm in this from an empath, and that's what we need, is people like myself, empaths, that you just need to be paying attention to, not people that's going around massaging their own ego, how you doing, I'm so and so, and look at me, I'm doing a video all the time. They're not on the front line like the likes of me are and the people that I know all around me, you know. So look, I'm going to end the video now, and I'll see you down there tomorrow. Don't fucking be the person that's sitting there tomorrow after you see the size of this turnout saying, shite, I should have went down. If you can take a day off work, if you're in the good books, you can take a day off work, do it. If you can, you know, prioritise, swap your priorities, like as put your children off to be minded by someone else for the day or whatever. If you can swap whatever it is you have to do tomorrow to be at this protest, trust me, it's going to be worth your while. I'll see us all down the docks, down the Dublin Port at the entrance, down the East Wall Road. Keep coming down the East Wall Road. After the petrol station to the left, you'll see Little on your right, Aldi on your left. Keep going straight down and we'll be at the entrance of the port. See you in the morning. Eric Brad, Chuck Gala.